Welcome back, my friends, to episode 2 or part 2 of the tiny garden. This is where the garden actually starts becoming permanent, and that is a scary thought because half the time I don't know what I'm doing. I'm using research that I found online to make a garden, to be successful and enjoy this season before it's over. And before anything can get planted, I need to deal with the grass underneath and fill my beds with soil.
To be your friend, I wanna know if it mattered. I would have gone to war for you. I would have bent the earth in two just to get to our ever after. Something about this has changed. I wanna feel you close again. Don't let go. No, I don't want this to end. Remember the start when breaking my heart again, like blood on a pen. Would it matter then when everything starts to fade? Back like it's yesterday. Would love comes end? Would it matter then?
The layout changed about 15 times, which I'm learning is apparently just gardening. The final plan is 2 longer raised beds, a cattle panel arch for cucumbers and pole beans, smaller metal beds for peppers and eggplant, and enough open space to keep expanding later if this whole thing doesn't fall apart. I chose not to remove the grass and use cardboard to smother the grass instead. Over time, it should break down, the grass should die underneath, and roots should eventually grow through the cardboard into the soil below. I guess the question I always had is this actually a scientifically proven method, or should I have removed the grass? Grass being alive is a problem, and grass smothered is technically organic matter. Having a truck allows me access to bulk material, and I really didn't want to go the route of getting bags, throwing on my back or injuring myself again, and just spending the enormous amount of money on a 1 cubic yard bag, for instance. I don't actually know the size, I'm just hypothetically saying. But, for instance, for soil, I used AG Choice topsoil from my local bulk supplier or outdoor supplier. Is that the perfect raised bed mix? I'm not sure yet. This is my first season, and I'm kind of just winging it, like I said. Is it what I had access to? What fit the budget? Certainly. And that's what I'm going to learn from this year. The plan is to grow in it this season. Watch how it drains, watch how the plants respond, and improve it over time with compost and mulch. I need to make something crystal clear. I'm not building the perfect garden. I'm building my first garden, and it's my first version.
They say slow down, son, take your time. But I was born running every stop sign. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight. Every doubt just feeds the flame.
And I know we talk about the materials after every episode, but here I can just say it straightforward. The cattle panel, I got lucky. I went to Tractor Supply and I couldn't find any. And the guy or the cash register man said, if you can find one, I'll give it to you for $5, even if it's distorted. This one was bent at the end. I showed him a photo, $5. It's the best purchase I think I've ever gotten from Tractor Supply. T-post, pretty straightforward. They're like $7, $8 for 6-footers. Only need 6-footers here, zip tied it to it, good to go on the cattle panel. The metal garden beds we talked about last episode, and the wooden garden beds we talked about last episode as well. If you liked today's video, consider liking the video, subscribing if you're not already, and I'll see you in episode 3.